Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news of some all-time high benchmarks that are impressive. The first estimate of the US fourth quarter 2024 GDP was out earlier today and it came in at 2.3% growth, less than the 3.1% in the third quarter. It was also lower than most market analysts had anticipated. Consumption, however, came in at the 3% level. The trade deficit had no material impact, but it was the 1% fall in investment activity that capped the result. For all of 2024, the US economy grew 2.8%, and that all means that the US economy grew by a nominal $1.46 trillion in 2024. No one else comes close either. Per capita, nominal US GDP growth was up by 4.1% in 2024. Across all these factors, 2024 was the best year ever for them. That is the third year in a row that US growth has outstripped China's, who is now falling behind in absolute terms. The EU also ran with virtually no expansion. However, Japan and India are still in the game. US initial jobless claims fell back sharply on an actual basis because of seasonal effects to 227,000, and that was a larger fall than those seasonal trends would have anticipated. There are now 2.18 million people on these benefits, almost exactly the same level as a year ago. No special labour market stress is showing up in this data tracking. And as expected, the ECB cut its policy rates by 25 basis points, with the main one now 2.90%. It was their fifth consecutive cut. And global container freight rates fell 2% last week as the pre-tariff rush faded. But they remain 137% higher than pre-pandemic. The US adventure in Panama may now pose a new threat to shipping risks. Bulk cargo rates fell 18% and are now down near all-time lows. And global passenger demand for air travel reached an all-time record high in December, leaving the pandemic hesitation behind it. Apparently, we don't care about the climate implications enough to curb our wanderlust. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.53%, down 2 basis points from yesterday. And the price of gold will start today at $2,788 an ounce, and up $7 from yesterday to bump up near its all-time high. And oil prices are down 50 cents at just under $73 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now just on $77 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now at 56.5 US cents, unchanged from this time yesterday. Against the Aussie, we're down 10 basis points at 90.7 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're little changed at just under 54.3 euro cents. That all means our trade weighted index starts today just on 67 and down 10 basis points from yesterday. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again on Monday.